right, so whether you use them as bedspreads, wall hangings, or to cozy up with on a chilly day, quilts are really a work of art. Join me now from the Connecticut Piecemaker Quilt Guild is the chairman, Barbara Deeroff, and Janice Averill, a quilt designer. Ladies, welcome to CT Style.
Hi. Good morning.
Thank you for being here and bringing such works of art. It's fantastic.
Thanks.
So tell me a little bit about the Guild. What goes on?
Well, the Guild is comprised of over 200 members from all over the state of Connecticut. Most of them come from Fairfield County, but we've got them really all over the state. And we come together for the purpose of sharing our love of quilting. We make quilts for each other. We make quilt for our families and friends and loved ones. We also make quilts for our community.
Now, do you work together on a quilt, or you each have different pieces? How does it come together?
This quilt, well, I led the design team of 8 women, which was not easy. I would equate it with herding cats into a closet.
I could imagine.
After gathering all the ideas together, we came up with the design and purchased the fabric, and then about 24 members of the Guild volunteered to help work on the quilt, and that was interesting too. And then it comes together and it looks gorgeous when we're done.
It does. And how long does something like this take you?
Well, to plan a group project like that took a year.
It did?
Yeah, a lot of time.
And from start to finish.
Really?
If it was an individual, it might take less.
Got it. And this is the one that's up for grabs, correct?
Yes, it's a raffle quilt.
How do we get it?
Go to ct.org and connecticutpeacemakers.org and follow the directions to get to our quilt show, where tickets will be on sale. We can also sell tickets outside of the show, so if you can't make it to the show, let us know and we'll try and get tickets to you. The raffle tickets have been sold now throughout the community for the past 6 months or so.
Right.
And
you're raising money for charity also.
We are. After covering our expenses for the show, every penny goes to Connecticut charities.
That's terrific. Now, let me ask you, what is it about quilting? Does it turn into an addiction once you have like this great work of art in front of you?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
It does.
Oh yes.
But it's a labor of love because it takes quite some time, right?
It's the least laborious labor of love that there is. It's an enjoyable labor. I wouldn't even call it a labor because it's like crafting anything, you know, wood or marble.
You know, when I had my son, a lot of people made handmade quilts for me, and it was such a great gift because I know the time that went into it and that people spent and to come up with the design. In fact, we're looking at some pictures of quilts on the screen. Where do you come up with the design?
There are books and magazines, but many quilters like to come up with their own designs, and that really is fun because then you have a real one of a kind.
It's true. And they're just beautiful. And I don't know if it comes across on camera, but the detail in between each one of these little squares, is that hand done? Do you use a machine?
That is a long arm quilting machine, which is a large frame that they roll the quilt up on both sides like a scroll, and they work on it a section at a time. And the woman who worked on this, Eileen Barchi, did a beautiful job, and it was a lot of work, I'm sure, for her, because each little thing is its own thing as opposed to just one design quilted across it.
Well, and to make it all match up so evenly, it's such a challenge. But so rewarding, I'm assuming, right? Once you have the final product?
Yeah, I have no skill in that department. I bring it to those people.
I mean, it's got to be hard to part with these quilts, too, once you spend so much time on them.
Well, that's why they always go to people we love or people we know need love.
Very
because every stitch is a stitch of love.
Very good. Well, we will check out the quilt show. We'll get some raffle tickets. Thank you both so much for being here on CT Style.
You're very welcome.
All right, coming up next.